Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I hope you liked that I changed the intro because Steve keeps thinking it is so funny every time I say g'day friends. I have such a complex about it now.
No, you have to redo it.
No, I'm not redoing it.
You have
That's
to
what it
redo
is now. It's hello.
How boring.
Hello.
Hello?
Welcome.
Hello? How do you answer the phone?
Hello.
Hello?
I usually say hello, James speaking. Because I have a complex. I used to sound a lot like my mum on the phone back in the day. I was a very eloquent child. And I'm obviously very high pitched. And it just sounded like a woman on the phone. So I would always have to say, hello, James speaking, just so that my mum's friends knew not to start speaking to me as if I were my mum.
You know that? I mean,
I reckon I could still get away with it now, to be honest.
Yeah, you do take her inflections. I used to help my dad out at his office, and he anytime I'd answer the phone, people are like, hello, Sam, and they just start talking to me about his business, and I have no idea. So I used to say, this is Steve. Nothing.
No, if I called a business number, I would assume anyone picking up would be there to take my request.
Even if I was home, I'd be like, hi, hello, Steve speaking. Hi, Sam? No, never.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of sound the same. Anyway, what a boring topic of conversation to spend
all
a minute
that,
on.
All that to be like,
all of that to
hello.
say, Steve can't stop laughing at my intro. Which, g'day friends. Welcome to today's YouTube video.
It's because it's like the prep and the...
You have to smile. People can tell when you don't smile. I do this thing every time I start recording. And by the way, we have to... Beyond 2 minutes, we're not talking about this anymore. We got 20 seconds to wrap this up. When I start a YouTube video or anything where I'm voiceovering, I get myself prepared, I take a nice deep breath, I smile, and then I say hello because I think people can hear a smile.
Well, it's true. People can hear a smile.
Yeah.
It's like, hello, how are you?
But nice it is a burst of energy and welcome, and I hope everyone gets excited when I start talking.
I know that.
What if I came out on a down breath, like,
hello,
g'day, Fred. Weirdo in the microphone. Anyway, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be working in my W.A.S journal. Wizarding Artists Society actually had a chapter meeting today. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
Nice.
It's Art Journaling the Magic. It is inspired by the Wizarding world and kind of your own interpretation thereof. So last month, it's actually June, I'm supposed to have been working on it from the last chapter meeting up until this one. Cut to me not having done any of it because I've been so busy.
We've been swimming the high seas
with
virtual
voyage. I know.
Swimming, sailing.
Never enough time for all the journaling I really want to do. But I still managed to get a lot of it done anyway. So, don't cry for me, Argentina. But I wanted to work on this because I wanted to kind of finish this one before I started the next one because it's always different themes, different color palettes. I'm working in different journals. I've just got so much going on in my head and it's so unnecessary. But anyway, so this was Strawberry, Moons, and Beetles. And I just kept going on that theme. That's what I'm doing on the video today. Steve and I are going to hijack the voiceover for something completely different, but not different really, because last week I believe we were talking about Disneyland's birthday, and we've been talking about Virtual Voyage. Today we're talking about both things again, except it's my birthday this time.
But your birthday is coming up next week.
Yes, July 27th. For those of you who haven't sent me a gift yet, you're late, and it will not get here. No, please don't send anything. I am way too spoiled as it is. I have all I could possibly need, especially art supplies, which makes it terrible for Steve to try and buy me gifts.
No, keep sending them. Please, thank you. Thank you for helping me out.
No, there's okay, plot twist. There's a lot of things I don't have in art supplies, but I'm not in a rush to get them. Because I don't want to be the person that just buys everything and then just looks at it. And I don't have...
You seem to manage well with what you have.
Yeah, I've always been very resourceful, I think.
Hey, speaking of wizards, the wizards downstairs.
Oh, the wizards downstairs. Okay, don't give it away because we'll give where we live away. But and I do like my privacy. Thank you, YouTube. We live close to something where people were deciding to have a photo shoot, and I look outside the window and there is a massive cloud of smoke, and it smells like burning. It wasn't
legit, like burning sulfur, scary.
And it came out of nowhere. There was no alarms. There was no nothing, which made it even more ominous. I think the fact that there were no alarms.
And there's always fire alarms here.
Yeah, there's fire alarms for nothing here. So this one didn't happen, and I thought, oh, trust. The one time the building is so on fire, it won't actually sound.
And we thought, oh, maybe it's a car outside, but the angle as to which the smoke was rising looked like it was coming from below us.
Yeah, so can you get this? Steve finds out that downstairs there's a bunch of wizards taking photo shoots
with smoke
with
signal.
smoke cannons or
Smoke
smoke
cannon-
bombs or whatever
yeah.
they're called, to get the effect, like the misty wizard effect. I don't know what they were trying to do. Live your cosplay fantasy, but please give me warning,
Yeah,
because
be
I almost
safe.
evacuated the house.
Literally, we started grabbing our bags, reached for the cats.
I was
got
like, leave the
bag."
cats.
I was so mad. I came inside and was just. I looked outside the.
Well, I
the
didn't know
window.
what it was, and Steve comes in and he goes, "The wizards downstairs are doing photo shoots." I was like, "Say no more."
The wizards.
I know exactly what
downstairs.
you've been talking about. Yeah, and so ironic because I was also in my own wizard chapter meeting. By the way, I'm not a wizard or a witch or anything. It's purely art journal, purely fun. The witch I'm drawing on the screen today. I've had this weird look. I'm not this way.
She's cute.
I don't LARP. Do you know what LARPing is?
Live action role play.
Yeah, I don't do that. Nothing against people that do. Think you're very creative, imaginative people. What?
Think you're very creative, imaginative people.
But and everything after but counts. No, it's just not for me. That's not kind of my fantasy. I did go to a medieval thing in the forest once where everyone was pretending to be
What?
elves. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I was there.
Why were you there? You hate that.
My mum went for some reason. She probably thought it would be funny. I don't know.
I did always want to go to the Ren Fair.
Not even funny. That's what it's called, a Renaissance
Fair.
fair. I don't even know if it was a fair. I honestly don't know what was happening.
No, the Renaissance Fair comes around every single year. Every
Yeah,
year.
but this is in Australia. Could you imagine what you're thinking, but with Australian accents?
Oh, hear ye, hear ye.
What do they call it? Oh, get me another glass of mead, love. Maybe I could get into it. I don't
Yeah, you love
know.
it.
I was very convincing then.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were there, and I'm not big into role playing, but I do appreciate the imagination that goes behind it. But in this, essentially, I am kind of role playing in a sense that I live in this wizarding world.
Is this your fantasy?
Yeah, and I exist in this world, and these are my journals in this world.
Oh,
But
what's your
I've taken a complete plot twist. I've taken everyone on an emotional journey, pretending that I was one thing, and then all of a sudden I've decided, what if in my wizarding world I became a high fashion designer?
Oh, well that makes sense.
Yeah, so now I've got this whole plan to like make a store and make a brand within this wizarding world,
Oh,
and
you're like this is Dungeons and Dragons just journal style.
I know.
You're the worst.
And I've been making so much fun of people that do it, so it's inevitable that I was going to get on board with it at one point.
Oh,
So
goodness.
no, anyway, I think it's funny.
Oh,
It's
you
just
have-
imaginative.
You have literally jumped into. You are playing. You are LARPing. You're playing in this world.
You feel
now.
I'm journal lapping. Stella's gonna kill me.
Journal.
Stella and I are no longer
Jurlarp.
friends. I'm sorry if this is something you're into. Honestly, I'll make fun of myself before I make fun of anybody else, but I do know it's pretty Australian to just kind of rip yourself apart, and I know that comes across insensitive, so I'm sorry.
Disclaimer.
I feel like I'm apologizing to Steve. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I wanted to explain it because I just designed this beetle body flying coat, and it's kind of like what you wear if you don't want to put mileage on your broomstick.
So it's like
It can fly you
it's
about
like the
50
cloak.
feet.
It's like a cloak of invisibility, except this one
Yeah.
makes you fly.
But it's all beetle husks on there, and it flies you 50 feet, and it goes about 60 minutes.
Speaking of beetles, there's the June bug the other day outside the cafe. Remember, people were freaking out about it.
Oh yeah, everyone was getting attacked by this bug. You'd think no one had ever seen a bug before.
Well, yeah, June bug no less. Hello, summer.
Steve said they're blind.
Yeah, that's why they
don't
run into
know that.
everything. I could be
Anyway,
wrong.
so what we were going to talk about, so I wanted to tell you what I was doing in the video because that did come up as a comment before. If we're going to hijack the voiceover, we might as well say what we're doing before we do that.
Got it.
So that's what we're doing. Hope you enjoy the visuals. What we want to talk about, or me rather, it's my birthday. What
Coming
day?
up.
Tuesday?
Monday.
Monday is my birthday. The 27th of July, I'll be turning 30 years old.
Yeah.
I know. Very young. I am very sprightly.
3 decades.
3 decades.
Yeah, 30, flirty, and thriving.
It's not even enough for a fashion trend to come back around yet.
What? 30
I'm
years.
practically 18.
You're
Am I even allowed
you're
to be on
spring
YouTube?
chicken. you need parental guidance, parental controls.
Look, I don't know. From when I was about 17, 18, people said I looked 27. So I always thought by the time I'm 27, I'd Benjamin Button everybody and look like I was 18.
You'd catch up.
Yeah, no, I got to 27, I looked 37. So I don't really know where I fall age-wise. I do feel like I've been a bit beyond my years when I was younger, but then I think I grew into them. But now I think I'm a bit beyond them again.
So you look older than me.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but
Well, I don't know what age I look.
I think it is what it is.
I'm
Age
like
is
someone
relative.
with like a lot of plastic surgery.
You know
where
me, even
you
me
know
and
they're older,
my
but
age,
you don't know
I act
how
like
old.
but I act like a child. So
Yeah, but that's your thing.
yeah,
That's your brand.
I know 7 Enneagram 7.
Oh,
Youthful.
you keep bringing this up. No one is going to research that for you.
Oh, I'm sure that. Oh, watch. Everybody will come in the comments with, "I'm a 4. I'm a 3. I'm a 2. 7 here also."
I love looking at the Instagram pages that people create, and they're like, "You as an Enneagram." They do that with a lot with astrological stuff.
Yeah, but they also do it with the Disney princesses as like what their Enneagram is. Guess who's a 7?
Let me guess. La Cenicienta?
Mm-mm.
Who?
Who do you think?
The Little Mermaid.
Ariel.
Okay. Yeah, you can have it.
Tiana's a 3. Makes sense. You guys work hard.
Yeah, she's a hard worker. She is, and she didn't need anyone.
No.
And she got mixed up in a lot of things that weren't her fault. I can relate.
Yeah.
It's real. I love that movie so much. There's a new thing on Instagram going around. Have you seen this? Where the page is just a whole bunch of photos, and it's got names on them. And people will send it to you.
Oh yeah, what your name is?
Yeah, you as a dog,
yeah.
you as a blah blah blah.
Cat, right.
Yeah, so I've been trying to find mine on all of these things. There's one, and it's called it's cursed images, which I've seen a lot of these on the internet before. They're classified as cursed images as if like
Why?
this image is so weird or disturbing that it shouldn't exist. But it's not creepy or gross.
Okay.
It's just awkward or like a really bad still
It's
from
like
a
derping,
movie.
like a derp.
Yeah,
like
kinda
a
like that.
Mid-blink, yeah, okay, like wall of shame type of photo. Yeah, okay.
I think they're so funny. So I was searching for my name on one the other day.
What it look
Me
like.
as a cursed image. It was a cat.
Oh, perfect.
So there you go. I think it was a cat. There's tons of them now. Anyway, off topic, but so I'm turning 30 on Monday,
The 27th.
the 27th of July. I am a twin, so I have to remember to tell my twin happy birthday on the Sunday because I will forget.
So it's not your golden birthday.
No, I
You already
had
have
that.
one. That's right.
I didn't even really know that was a thing until it was my golden birthday.
Yeah, we do that here. We celebrate golden birthdays here. My golden birthday was when I was 16. So
Americans do like to celebrate a lot. You have lots of celebrations and holidays.
well, we like to give a lot of trophies and a lot of ribbons away.
I have a
Participation
theory.
trophies.
I have a theory that you only like to celebrate so many things because you don't really have holidays built into your work schedule.
Probably, but it also needs to be fair,
so you
right?
just take them.
You need to be fair. So it's like, well, it's not my birthday on Monday. So what am I supposed to celebrate?
No,
I don't know.
it's not about you.
I know, but I feel like maybe
My
that's-
family never believed in making those special.
Yeah, but it's also hard because you share a birthday with your brother same day, and then 2 days later it's your sister's birthday. So you guys all have
Oh
to
yeah,
share
we all
anyway.
shared it on the 28th.
So you grew up with it.
Well, I've always shared it, so I've never been that possessive of my birthday. But I'm saying my family were never that type of family to be totally fair. Like I think one of the first things I ever learned was life's not fair, which is a great lesson to learn. Sets you up for reality, I think. But maybe you shouldn't learn it at 2. My mom's gonna kill me if she hears this voiceover.
No, she'll be asleep.
No, she'll be asleep, or she'll agree. Life isn't fair. No, I was never raised that way. If someone was gonna win and there was one prize, there's one prize, not one prize and everyone else gets a consolation prize. It's one. You won or you lost.
Yeah, we get participation trophies.
Well, I think the only trophy
I got so
my-
many trophies, and I felt like so official when I did sports as a kid, and I had all these trophies. But it's just participation trophy, which is fine. I guess it's
we
fine.
got ribbons.
Yeah.
And they were very generous at some dance competitions, giving out that highly commended, like 9 highly commendeds.
Yeah, we get. I remember like science fairs. You get a participants ribbon. It was like this yuck green color.
No, we don't do that. Well, I mean, I don't know if other Australians do it. I've never done a science fair. That's a very American thing. So the other thing we're going to talk about was Virtual Voyage.
Oh yes.
It is ending.
Soon.
It's ending literally over the weekend. This is our 4th week. We're in Over the Rainbow is our port of inspiration.
Yes, and
How have you found it? Knowing what we talked about when we first thought about it and seeing what it became.
I thought it became wonderful. I thought it was great. I think I was pleasantly surprised.
Did you have that much faith in it when we were talking about it initially? Because I was,
Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh, it's an idea, but
No,
I
I
don't
thought
know.
I did. I believe that it would be as fun as it has been, for sure.
I was very skeptical.
No, I thought we have something really interesting, here.
I think I was skeptical because I think, well, these things should work. So typically they're things that fall apart.
Yeah, but I also like to take a little risk.
And I'm always expecting the worst, so I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, see, we did it. I mean, it didn't come without like moments.
Sure, it just happened.
It definitely, didn't happen just magically. I mean, there was a lot of effort and work and tears.
Yeah, I think when it starts to really get good for me in any of these situations is whenever I've
When it's
made, yeah, when it's completely finished and I've forgotten about it. No, whenever I make the template for something. So it's hard because if something's new, I don't know yet I don't even know what font I'm going to use. And these things kind of matter because everything adds to
There's a big design element that goes into it.
For sure, because you're trying to produce something, and especially if something relies on so many visuals, something like a font does kind of matter, and like continuity and color palettes and theming. If you're really trying to build on an experience, albeit it was an online virtual voyage, like it was a very bizarre experience to try and build. Like those things matter, but when you don't have any of it figured out, it takes hours to figure out something so ridiculous.
I mean, how long did it take me to do those pictures today? For
for
our 1 minute.
We've been doing these opening skits for the live theme night, which were just a bit of fun because we were like, let's just intro it and have a bit of fun.
And we're like, it just has to be a minute and a half. It's gonna be super short.
In my head, it was just us lip syncing to some funny song, and then we would start, and then it became. There's backdrops.
There's production.
Full costumes.
There's streamers.
Puppets.
There's music editing.
Audience involvement.
Oh my goodness.
I've been learning lines like better than I ever learned them when I did professional productions.
It is. And it's a minute and a half, but you sit here and you think, wow, there's so much.
And it's for no other reason than to welcome the party. Like it exists for no reason. It's pure entertainment that is supposed to be kind of bad.
But there is truly an art of making bad things bad.
Yeah, you don't want it to be bad where people think, oh, like, this is terrible. Why are they doing that?
No, this is like...
So we have to put enough effort in, but also make it bad.
Right, and know that like, this can be bad, but we still have to put in effort, for sure.
So what we've done for tomorrow is kind of hilarious, I think anyway. I always think they're funny. And thankfully some other people have thought they're funny. But I'm really excited for it. I'm kind of sad that it is ending, but I'm glad that I got the full experience to understand it. I think I was pleasantly surprised because I always expect the worst, but in having thought back, I really preempted every single issue I thought I might have had.
Yeah, so because you kind of been here before.
Because I'm essentially blending experiences. It's not like I didn't do any of this before. Right. It's like I'm taking this that I liked from Patreon and this that I liked from a live workshop and this that I liked from an in-person workshop and blending all of these things together and then kind of theming them. But so I expected that there would be learning pain, like growing pains, but there actually wasn't. The one thing I forgot was I always forget to make the downloads downloadable. Like that's the one thing I keep constantly forgetting to do. Sorry, by the way, to all my passengers.
So now that you're here, and I mean we're not officially done yet, would you do it again?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I might do it again sooner than you think.
Really?
Starts again next week. No, I can't. I need a break.
Yeah. It's been fun, and I will say that it's even forced me myself as a creative to challenge myself.
Well, Steve's been involved. Sorry if I didn't make that clear. I'm what we call the captain, even though I don't do anything remotely captain-like. But Steve is the cruise director, so he's kind of in charge of entertainment. They're very loose terms.
Yes.
Just cruise ship terms, just for the sake of it. But
just stay within theme.
Yeah, so he's been involved in a lot of different things, probably a bit more than people realize. I don't tend to divulge like who did what bit, but yeah, Steve's been pretty involved.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, thanks for having me. It's generous of you to say that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, how do you tell someone this is what we're going to do? Do you want to get involved? I mean, it's a weird thing to try and say. I couldn't imagine trying to tell someone who didn't even understand what art journaling was, what I was about to do.
Sure. Well, I mean, I would say that for this experience, there are a lot of extras that we thought, not that we didn't account for, we accounted for them, but I don't know if we accounted for them as taking the amount of work that they took. Does that make sense?
No, I did. I knew exactly from
that
Patreon.
Was just me as far as like all the extras.
No, remember last year when I said, "Oh, I'm going to do this," the Patreon press, the playtest press.
Oh, right,
and
right.
It was so involved. No, I knew exactly what to expect from that formatting.
No, it's been a lot, but it's been a lot of fun.
It's been amazing.
Yeah,
I definitely want to do it again.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being there.
Yeah.
And we'll wrap it up this weekend, and we'll wrap up this video. Thank you for watching.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Happy birthday to me too.
Yeah.
And happy birthday to my brother and my sister. All right. I'll see you again real soon. Until then, bye.
Bye.